Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to JC's Learning Edge, where we keep it real about productivity, education, and pushing past your limits to win at life. So, today we're going to be talking about something that everybody has struggled with at some point: procrastination. Now, listen, I've done whole videos and even a course on how to get ahead, but this stream is going to be a little different. I'm about to break down 5 sneaky productivity mistakes that are keeping you stuck, even when you think you're being productive. So, if you ever had those days where you're busy but not really making progress, yep, this one is for you. So, let's get into it. So, mistake number one is you're building the wrong to do list. You see, everybody loves a to do list, but if yours is just a brain dump of random tasks, you're doing it wrong. So here's the mistake: you list everything big, small, random, and it just becomes overwhelming. But here's a fix. I researched, it's this rule called the 1-3-5 rule. And it goes like this: list one big task, three medium tasks, and five small tasks. You see, that forces you to prioritize instead of trying to do everything all at once, which, let's be real, usually turns into doing nothing at all. You end up just staring at the assignment instead of actually doing it because you're just so overwhelmed. Now, mistake number two: you rely on motivation instead of systems. Now, we've talked about this before. Motivation is cool, but it's flaky. So, the mistake: you only work when you feel like it. That's not that's not going to help you be productive if you only work when you feel like it. But here's the fix. I want you to build systems, create routines. You see, when I was accelerating through college, I did not feel motivated every day. So, I want you to get that in your head. I had a schedule, I had a flow, I had a system. And there were times I didn't feel like doing anything, but I did it. And you know what helped me do it? The routine that I put in place, the system that I put in place. Um, and then I found this quote that I want to read to you all. It says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems." You see, that quote right there, if you take it to heart, can change the way you approach, working in general. It can be schoolwork or life, actually in the workplace with your family. Remember, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems or routines. Now, mistake number three: you confuse planning with progress. You see, planning feels productive, but here's the truth: the mistake is you spend hours organizing, color coding, making vision boards, researching, and at the end of the day, you really haven't done anything. Nothing actually got done. Now, you still, yes, it is important to organize. If color coding is your thing, do that. If you're making vision boards, that's good that you can visually see your goal. But if that's all you're doing, you haven't actually got started, started progressing towards your goal. So here's the fix. Start before you're ready. Just get moving. You can fine tune, your system as you go. As I said, be flexible, but hold yourself accountable. You see, action beats perfection every time. So when we talked about this before, the 20-minute rule. So just tell yourself, I'll just work on this for 20 minutes. You see, that tiny start creates momentum and kills procrastination. Now, let's get to mistake number four. You don't know what done looks like. See, the mistake is you sit down to work, but you don't actually know what the finish line looks like. So you keep tweaking, editing, or avoiding the task altogether because it feels vague. Here's the fix. I want you to set clear finish lines. Before you start, I want you to ask yourself, what does done look like? What does it look like for that day? This is day to day. We know what your end goal is, whether it's finishing your degree early, just life goals, getting to that. But this is more day to day, week to week progression. What does done look like? And you'll be surprised how many people procrastinate just because the goal is blurry. The short term goal is really blurry. Now, the fifth mistake: you don't understand your energy zones. Now, hear me out. Here's the mistake: you're doing deep focus work when your energy is trash. Like right after lunch, after you eat, you get real sleepy. Or when you just woke up, some people don't work that way. So here's the fix. I want you to learn your peak zones when you're naturally most focused. For me, that was midday, early evenings, and that's when I know I can focus in and do the best that I can on a task, whatever task I was doing. And here's another quote that I felt like was really good. It said, "Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going." Now, that was when I read that, that's so powerful because if we can, take that to heart, we can get a whole lot done. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. And so I want you to know when your mind is the sharpest, and I want you to go all in during that time. And remember, it don't have to be 8 hour study sessions. Do an hour, do 2 hours. Just make sure you're actually working when you once you sit down to work. Limit distractions. Now, look, if this is really hitting home for you and you're tired of wasting time and spinning your wheels and wondering why you're not making any progress, then I've got something for you. My course, Accelerate Your Education, Mastering Self-Paced Learning, is packed with real practical systems that helped me earn my bachelor's degree in 1 year and my MBA in 3 months. And I don't just talk theory. I give you templates, walkthroughs, and tools to stop procrastinating, and how to actually dominate your goals. So if you want to stop playing around and start progressing, this course is your launch pad. And the link is in the description and in my bio. So please check it out right after this live is over. So let's do a quick recap because I went through a lot. Let's talk about the 5 productivity mistakes. Number 1 is making the wrong to-do list. Number 2, depending on motivation instead of systems or routines. Number 3, confusing planning with progress. Number 4, not knowing what done looks like on in the short term, day to day, week to week. Number 5, ignoring your energy zones. What time during the day do you focus best? So I want you to drop this in the comments. Which one of these hit you the hardest? Now I want to hear from you. Okay. Which one of these hit you the hardest? Uh, and if you got value from this, please smash that like button. Share this with a friend who's always busy but never productive. And subscribe for more real talk on leveling up your life. Remember, I'm JC. Stay focused, stay locked in, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.